Hello students, how are you all? Welcome back to our online classes from LPM Public School situated at Gola Bazar, Gorakhpur. This is your science teacher. So my dear students, today I am here with a exercise of chapter number 13, Light and Shadow from your textbook. So, my dear students, before starting the exercises of this chapter, let's have a quick overview on this chapter. So, students, in this chapter, you had learned about light and shadow. So, students, you know very well we need light to see things. In the dark, we cannot see anything. So, students, in this chapter, you had also learned about a shadow. So, do you know what a shadow? Yes, a shadow is a dark patch formed when an object does let the light pass through it. So, students, a shadow can form on the ground, a wall, or any other object. And the main point that shadow is always formed on the opposite side of the source of light. So students, do you know what is source of light? Things that give us light are called sources of light. So students, in this chapter you had learned about the two sources of light, the artificial sources of light and the natural sources of light. So students, the example of natural sources of light are sun, stars, and the artificial sources of lights are burning candle, headlights of scooter, street light, bulb, etc. So students, in this chapter you had also learned about how long is a shadow. Shadow in the morning and evening are long, while shadows at noon are the shortest. Now students, let's begin the exercise of this chapter. Let's understand. Question number A. Filling the blanks with correct words. So students, here two options are given in each sentence. You have to choose the correct word and write in the given blank. A shadow is a blank patch. So students, here your answer will be dark. Now the next one is shadow is the blank at noon. So here your answer will be shortest. The next one, things that give us light are called blank of light. So students, you know very well things that give us light are called sources of light. Now question number fourth sentence, the blank is the most powerful source of light. So students, in the explanation of this chapter I had told you about that the sun is the most powerful source of light and the earth would have been totally dark without the light from the sun. So here your answer will be sun. The next one, we cannot see anything in a blank room. So students, you know very well without light we cannot see anything. So we cannot see anything in a dark room. Now let's come to the question number B. Write T for the true statement and F for the false one. So students, here you have to write T for the true statement and F for the false one. Shadow is longest in the morning. So students, this statement is correct. So you have to write T. The second one, shadow is formed when light passes through an object. So students, this statement is not true because shadow can form when an object does not let light pass through it. So here you have to write F. The next one, a shadow can be formed on the wall. Yes, this statement is true. So here you have to write T. The next one, a shadow is formed on the same side of the light source. So students, this statement is also false because you know very well a shadow is always formed on the opposite side of the source of light. The next one, we do not need light to see objects. So students, without light we can't see anything. So this statement is also false, so you have to write here F. Now let's come to the question number C. Choose the correct option. So students, here 4 options are given in each question. You have to choose the correct one. Which of these is not a source of light? So students, you know very well chair is not a source of light. So option number C, chair is not a source of light. So here you have to take this. The next one, which of these is not true of a shadow? Option number C, length of a shadow during all times of the day is equal. So students, this is not true about shadow because shadow during all times of the day is different, not equal. The next one, where is the shadow of an object formed? So students, you know very well on the opposite side of the source of light shadow is formed. So option number B is correct for this question. Now the fourth one, what is the color of a shadow? Option number B, black. The color of a shadow is black. The next one, where can a shadow not form? So students, you know very well shadow can form on the wall, on the ground, on another object, but shadow cannot form in the sky. So the option number D, in the sky, is correct for this question. Now let's come to the question number D. Give 2 examples of the following. So students, in the explanation of this chapter you studied about natural sources of light and artificial sources of light. So here you have to write the example of them. The first one, natural sources of light. Example are sun and stars. The next one, artificial sources of light, that is candle and bulb. Now let's come to the question number E. Answer the following. So students, the answer of these questions are given in the PDF that is given in your WhatsApp group. So you have to write this question answer from that PDF. So now I am going to explain the answer of these questions. Listen carefully. The first one, how do we see objects? So students, the answer for this question is we can see objects with the help of light. Now second question, what is a shadow? A shadow is the dark patch seen on the ground, a wall, or any other object when a thing does not let light pass through it. Now let's come to the question number 4. How is a shadow formed? When a thing does not let light pass through it, then shadow is formed. Now let's come to the question number 4. Are shadows formed at different times of the day of same length? Explain. So answer for this question is no. The shadows have different lengths at different times of the day. Shadows in the morning and evening are long, while shadows at noon are the shortest. Now let's come to the last question. During the day we can see things because of the light of the sun. How can we see objects during the night? So students, we can see objects with the help of artificial source of light during the night. Now let's recall. Recall and complete the concept map given below. So students, here you have to complete the concept map that is given here. First of all, in the first box, you have to complete the spelling of shadow. SHADOW, shadow. Now, below this box, the definition of shadow is given. So, definition of shadow is a dark patch formed when a thing does not let light pass through it. So, students, here you have to complete the spelling of dark, that is ARK, DARK, dark. Okay? Now, in front of shadow, the first box, different lengths at different times of the day. So students, shadows have different lengths at different times of the day. So in the morning, shadows are long. So here you have to complete the spelling of long. At noon, shadows are shortest. So here you have to complete the spelling of shortest. That is SHORTEST, shortest. And the last one, in the evening, shadows are long. So here you have to complete the spelling of long. LONG, long. So my dear students, I hope you understood the exercises by the help of this video very well. Now your turn to study and grasp it. Thank you students. Bye and take care.